Hello students, welcome to my class. So today we are going to learn about classification of plants. So before moving to the classification of plants, first of all we need to understand what exactly the classification is. Classification means division of plants into different categories. Why do we need to classify the plants into the different categories? To make them easy to study. Okay. So first of all, what is classification? अगर इन जनरल हम इसका एग्जाम्पल लेंगे तो आपने देखा होगा, जैसे कि कोई अगर इंसान बीमार होता है तो डॉक्टर के पास जाता है, डॉक्टर उसको एक पर्ची लिख के देता है जिसको हम प्रिस्क्रिप्शन कहते हैं, राइट। जब वो प्रिस्क्रिप्शन आप लेके मेडिकल में जाते हैं तो जो मेडिकल में जो इंसान होता है वो आपको इमीडिएटली वो दवाई निकाल के दे देता है। अब आपको पता है कि उस मेडिकल में हजारों प्रकार की दवाई है, फिर भी वो इतनी सारी दवाइयों में से जो आपको दवाई चाहिए वो इमीडिएटली कैसे निकाल के दे सकता है? तो ये मुमकिन होता है बिकॉज ऑफ द क्लासिफिकेशन, क्योंकि उसके मेडिकल में जितनी भी दवाइयाँ है वो सारी दवाइयाँ उसने अल्फ़ाबेटिकल ऑर्डर के हिसाब से क्लासिफाई करके रखी हुई है। जैसे कि आपको अगर क्रोसिन चाहिए तो वो पूरी मेडिकल शॉप में ढूंढते नहीं बैठेगा, वो ड्रॉवर ओपन करेगा जिसके ऊपर उसने सी लेटर लिखा होगा और उस ड्रॉवर के अंदर सी लेटर से स्टार्ट होने वाली सारी दवाइयाँ रखी होंगी। तो इट बिकम्स ईजी फॉर हिम टू फाइंड आउट वेयर एग्जैक्टली द क्रोसिन इज प्लेस्ड। ओके, सो इफ अगर उसने ये क्लासिफिकेशन नहीं किया होता तो उसके लिए अगर सपोज सामने काउंटर पे 10 लोग खड़े हैं और 10 लोगों के पर्ची के ऊपर 4-4 भी हो गए तो 40 अगर मेडिसिन देनी होगी तो उसको पूरा दिन वो 40 मेडिसिन ढूंढने में ही लग जाएगा। ओके, तो वो क्लासिफिकेशन होने की वजह से, उसका एक प्रॉपर मैनेजमेंट होने की वजह से हिज जॉब बिकेम वेरी easy, isn't it? So this is how to study the plants. Okay, to understand the plants scientifically we need to first of all classify them as per the various required characteristics that we are going to learn in the chapter completely. So in this particular chapter we are going to learn the kingdom Plantae completely, as we have studied kingdom Monera, Protista and fungi in the class 8th. So in the class 9 particularly you all are going to study kingdom Plantae. In this kingdom Plantae there are sub kingdoms we are going to study are gymnosperms and sub kingdoms angiosperm as well. Okay. So first of all, let's have a recall. How the living organisms are divided into different categories. So first of all, living organisms are divided into two categories. Those are prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Okay, that means the organisms can have prokaryotic cell or eukaryotic cells. All the organisms, those have prokaryotic cells and belongs to the kingdom Monera, as we studied in the class 8th, belong to this prokaryotic category. And if we have a look at the type of cell, actually this is depend upon these first categories are actually depend upon the types of cell. Prokaryotic cells, as we know, they do not have well defined nuclear membrane and cell organelles are not that much developed. But if you look at the eukaryotic cells, they have well-defined nuclear membrane and well-developed cell organelles as well. Okay, so karyotic means a nucleus. So karyotic is the word which is common in both, so it is related to the nucleus. Pro means primitive, okay, which is not that developed. And eukaryotic, if you talk about the eu word, that is true or well developed cell. So this is how actually, first of all, the living organisms are divided into two categories, that is prokaryotic and eukaryotics. All the organisms comes under kingdom Monera, belongs to the prokaryotic category. And when we talk about the eukaryotic cells, in this particular category, they are divided into two categories again, that is unicellular and multicellular. So all the organisms have eukaryotic cells, and if they belong to the kingdom Protista, they will come under the unicellular. Okay. Then, if we talk about the multicellular organisms, they are divided into two categories again. One is with cell wall, organisms with cell wall, and organisms without cell wall. So, organisms with cell wall are further divided into two categories such as autotrophs or heterotrophs. Autotrophs means organism those can produce their food on their own. Okay, and that is kingdom Plantae lies, and this is the kingdom that we are going to study in this chapter in detail. Okay, second category of with cell wall is heterotrophs, and those are fungi, and they are actually decomposers. Okay. Then in case of multicellular organism without cell wall, organisms without cell wall, they all are kingdom Animalia. So all organisms comes under kingdom Animalia. Okay, they don't have cell wall. Okay, so this is how the living organisms are divided into the different categories. Okay, so this year in the class 9 we are going to study kingdom Plantae, those are autotrophs, and in the next year, that is in your SSC 10th class, you will be studying kingdom Animalia in detail. Okay, so this is how the bifurcation of learning of the classification is done. 8th, Monera, Protista, and fungi you have studied. 9th, you are going to study Plantae, and 10th standard you will be studying kingdom Animalia. Let's have a look at the kingdom Plantae. So first of all, we need to find out the answer, that is, which are the special cell organelles that differentiate plant cell from the animal cell. तो ऐसा कौन सा एक जो सेल ऑर्गेनेल है वो प्लांट सेल को एनिमल सेल से अलग करता है. ओके, सो दैट इज द आंसर, क्लोरोप्लास्ट. Chloroplast is the difference actually between the plant cell and animal cell. Plant cell have chloroplast, whereas animal cells do not. Okay, so what are they? If we talk about the kingdom Plantae, group of living organisms having eukaryotic cells with cell walls. जो kingdom Plantae में जो organisms होते हैं, ओके, वो ऑर्गेनिजम्स यूकैरियोटिक सेल्स से बने हुए होते हैं, एंड दे हैव सेल वॉल. उसमें क्या होती है? सेल वॉल होती है, वेयर एज एनिमल्स में सेल वॉल नहीं होती है, दे आर विदाउट सेल वॉल. ओके, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज दे आर ऑटोट्रोफिक. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द प्लांट सेल, दे आर ऑटोट्रोफिक बिकॉज दे हैव chlorophyll Okay, chlorophyll is a kind of pigment which is very, very helpful for the process of photosynthesis, and with that process they can produce their own food. Okay, and because of that chlorophyll they can perform photosynthesis. Then the third point is they are the main source of food for all the other living organisms. Okay, so apart from the producers like plant, organisms comes under plantae are the producers, right? And apart from the producers, all the organisms are consumers. Okay, so that's why all the other organisms present are completely depend upon the kingdom plantae for the food, and that's why they are the main source of food for all the other living organisms. Hope you all understand this. Now जब हम सोचते हैं किसी भी चीज़ को क्लासिफिकेशन करना है, ठीक है, when we think about the classification, first of all we need to have some terms and conditions, or on which basis we are going to classify the organisms, that standard need to be set. So that is why we are going to learn the basis of classification, on what basis the organisms would be classified. So the first one is presence and absence of organs. The plants, the organisms can be classified on the basis of presence and absence of organs. Which kind of organs are present or which kind of organs are absent. On that basis, plants or organisms can be classified. Then, presence and absence of separate conducting tissue. ऑर्गेनिजम्स में जो कंडक्टिंग टिश्यूज होते हैं उनके प्रेजेंस या एब्सेंस के बिना पे भी क्लासिफिकेशन किया जाता है. लाइक वी नो इन केस ऑफ प्लांट्स, xylem and phloems are the important tissue for the conducting of water and food, isn't it? So on that basis, the presence and absence of conducting tissue, plants can be classified. Third one is seeds are enclosed in the fruit or not. So whether the seed is enclosed inside the fruit, जो सीड होती है वो फ्रूट के अंदर है, enclosed है, या फिर नहीं है. You can see the seed directly with your eyes. It is not enclosed inside the fruit. Okay. So some have enclosed seeds into the fruits, whereas some plants do not have seeds enclosed into the fruits. So on this basis, the plants can be classified. Okay, so seeds are enclosed in the fruit or not is again the condition on which you can classify the plants. Next one is a number of cotyledon present in the seed. जो सीड होती है वो कितने कॉटिलिडॉन्स से बनी है. कॉटिलिडॉन्स मीन्स दल, जिसको हम बोलते हैं मराठी में बोलते हैं एक दल और द्विदल. एक दल मतलब वो सीड जो होती है वो पूरी की पूरी एक ही होती है, वो दो हिस्सों में बट नहीं सकती, तो वो होती है वन यूनिट. इसके लिए उसको कहते हैं मोनोकॉट. और दूसरे टाइप की सीड होती है जिसको हम जो दो दलों में बट सकती है. ओके, तो उस सीड को कहते हैं डाइकॉट. ओके, सो मोनोकॉट और डाइकॉट. सो अकॉर्डिंगली अगर कॉटिलिडॉन्स कितने हैं सीड में, on that basis plants are also getting classified. Okay, so these are the basis of classification. But if you think about the higher level of plant classification, okay, so first of all, in case of higher level of plant classification, the presence and absence of fruit, flower and seeds. Okay, so first of all, plants are getting divided on the basis of whether they have fruit, flowers or seeds or not. Okay, so on this particular basis, first of all, plants are divided into two categories, that is cryptogames and phanerogames. Okay, so on the basis of presence and absence of fruits, flowers and seeds, plants are classified as a cryptogames and phanerogames. Okay, so first of all, plants are classified as a cryptogames and phanerogames on the basis of presence and absence of fruit, flowers and seeds. Then after, this phanerogame category is again further divided into two categories. Okay, that is angiosperms and gymnosperms. Okay, so पहले प्लांट को किस कैटेगरीज में डिवाइड किया, क्रिप्टोगेम्स एंड फेनोरोगेम्स में. अब फेनोरोगेम्स में अगेन डिवाइड होंगे एंजियोस्पर्म्स और जिम्नोस्पर्म में. ये जो एंजियोस्पर्म और जिम्नोस्पर्म जो अलग अलग कैटेगरीज बनाई है वो किस बिना पे बनाई है, दैट इज डिपेंड अपॉन द सीड इज एनक्लोज विद इन द फ्रूट और नॉट. सीड फ्रूट के अंदर एनक्लोज्ड है या नहीं है. सो इस कंडीशंस के ऊपर प्लांट्स फेनेरोगेम्स को डिवाइड किया है. फेनेरोगेम्स आर डिवाइडेड इनटू एंजियोस्पर्म्स एंड जिम्नोस्पर्म्स. ओके, देन फर्दर एंजियोस्पर्म्स आर डिवाइडेड इनटू टू कैटेगरीज लाइक मोनोकॉट एंड डाइकॉट. एंजियोस्पर्म को दो कैटेगरीज में डिवाइड किया है, मोनोकॉट और डाइकॉट. दैट इज on the basis of whether the seed is monocot or dicot. Okay, that means how many cotyledons a seed have. अगर उस सीड में एक कॉटिलेडॉन है तो वो मोनोकोटिलेडॉन मतलब वो मोनोकॉट हो जाएगा. अगर उसमें दो कॉटिलेडॉन है तो वो डाइकॉट प्लांट हो जाएगा. सो अकॉर्डिंगली प्लांट्स आर क्लासिफाइड. ओके, नाउ लेट्स मूव अहेड. There is one activity given in your textbook which is very simple activity. What you need to do is search for a pond with greenish water. अभी बारिश का मौसम चालू है. This is the August month. That means we are somewhere in the middle of the monsoon. तो आपने देखा होगा कहीं पे भी पानी जमा होता है पॉन्ड में तो उसमें ग्रीन कलर की शैवाल जिसको कहते हैं वो जमा हो जाती है. ओके, तो आपको क्या करना है, वो पॉन्ड को ढूंढना है. उस पॉन्ड में से थोड़ी सी जो ग्रीन फाइबर है उसको निकालना है. ठीक है, उसको लैब में लेके आना है, पेट्री डिश में रखना है, उसको अच्छे से साफ करना है. फिर उसमें से एक फाइबर निकाल के आपको स्लाइड के ऊपर रखना है, उसको स्प्रेड करना है स्ट्रेट लाइन में. ठीक है, साफ करने के बाद उसको स्लाइड पे रख के स्ट्रेट लाइन में स्प्रेड करके उसमें एक ड्रॉप रखना है, वाटर ड्रॉप, और उसको ऊपर फिर स्लाइड रख के अंडर द कंपाउंड माइक्रोस्कोप आपको ऑब्जर्व करना है. ठीक है, सो व्हाट विल बी द ऑब्जर्वेशन, यू विल फाइंड अ ग्रीन थ्रेड लाइक क्लोरोप्लास्ट इन द सेल. आपको जो बाजू में पिक्चर दिख रहे हैं उस इट विल नॉट अपेयर एग्जैक्टली द सेम बट समहाउ इट विल लुक लाइक दैट. अ ग्रीन थ्रेड लाइक क्लोरोप्लास्ट इन द सेल you will be able to see under the compound microscope. Okay, and what is the name of this particular plant? This plant is Spirogyra. Okay, so I would request each and every one of you to please perform this activity. It is very simple and safe as well for the 9th class students, so you can perform it. Okay, so now let's have a look at the kingdom Plantae. As we have studied in the earlier slide, that kingdom Plantae is divided into cryptogames and phanerogames. So what are the characteristics? How we can find out which one are the cryptogames and which one are the phanerogames? So let's have a look. Cryptogamy. Okay. Cryptogamy means crypto means hidden. Gamy means marriage. Okay. So in this particular category, these plants are known as cryptogames. Okay, and they are also called as lower plants. Okay, in case of cryptogames, their sex organs or the reproductive organs are hidden. Okay, crypto means hidden. So their reproductive organs are hidden. And second is they do not have xylem and phloem conducting tissues. Okay, so cryptogames, they have hidden reproductive or sex organs. They don't have xylem and phloem. As we know, they are conductive tissue. So cryptogames don't have that, and they are also called as lower plants. If you have a look at the phanerogamy, phanerom is visible. That means you can see. Okay, and gamey means marriage. Okay, so and they are called as phanerogames. So organisms comes under this category are called as phanerogames. These are higher plants. Okay, phanerogames are higher plants, and the sex organs are visible. Okay, you can find if you find any if you find any phanerogam plants comes under phanerogam, you can see the reproductive organs of that plant easily. That means sex organs or reproductive organs are visible in case of phanerogams. Okay, and xylem and phloems are present. The conductive tissue are present in case of phanerogams. So this is how you can actually remember these two categories by just डिस्टिंग्विश बिटवीन जैसे हम लोग लर्न कर देना. सो अकॉर्डिंगली इन दोनों कैटेगरीज को आप अच्छे से लर्न कर सकते हो बाय पुटिंग इट इनटू दिस मैनर. नाउ लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट दिस सब किंगडम क्रिप्टोगेम्स. क्रिप्टोगेम्स क्या होते हैं, उनकी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स क्या होती है. सो द प्लांट्स बिलोंग टू दिस ग्रुप रिप्रोड्यूस विद द हेल्प ऑफ स्पोर्स. ये जो क्रिप्टोगेम्स में जो प्लांट्स आते हैं दे रिप्रोड्यूस विद द हेल्प ऑफ स्पोर्स. ओके, देन सेकेंड वन इज रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स कैन नॉट बी सीन. क्रिप्टोगेम्स में जो प्लांट्स आते हैं their reproductive organs cannot be seen, they are not visible. Cryptome is hidden games with reproductive organs or the marriage. Answer, it's differs sometime into different books. Okay, so the reproductive organs are hidden in case of cryptogames. Now in this category, the first category comes is Thallophyta. So what do you mean by Thallophyta? Thallophyta क्या होता है? Thallo means thallus. Okay. They are mainly the aquatic plant. Thallus जब हम कहते हैं ना तो क्या होता है आपको पता है, जैसे एक कागज का टुकड़ा होता है ना, इट्स अ फ्लैट सरफेस, isn't it? तो ये जो ऑर्गेनिजम्स होते हैं ना थैलोफाइटा, ये एक फ्लैट सरफेस के टाइप होते हैं, एक पत्ते के जैसे होते हैं. ठीक है, और ये जो होते हैं ना वो एक्वेटिक एनिमल होते हैं, जैसे यानी कि वो पानी में ज़्यादातर मिलते हैं. ठीक है, सो थैलो मीन्स थैलस, फाइटा मीन्स प्लांट. ओके, सो प्लांट्स दोज हैव स्ट्रक्चर लाइक थैलस, दैट दे आर थैलोफाइटा, दे आर एक्वेटिक प्लांट्स. और ये जो प्लांट होते हैं ना उनमें रूट, स्टेम और लीव्स नहीं होते, जैसे हमें आजू बाजू में दिखते हैं ना वेरियस प्लांट्स. अगर उन प्लांट्स को अगर आप देखोगे तो आप यू कैन ईजीली डिफ्रेंशिएट दोज प्लांट्स इनटू रूट, स्टेम्स एंड लीव्स. बट द ऑर्गेनिजम्स comes under Thallophyta category. They cannot be differentiated. Actually, they don't have root, stem and leaves. Okay, and they are algae. So Thallophytas are mainly algae. The next category is Bryophyta. Bryo means moss. Okay, you must have seen moss, especially in the rainy seasons. You can find the moss in the your surroundings. So bryo means moss. And Bryophyta, they are actually amphibian plants. What? Bryophytas are actually amphibian plants. You know the meaning of the word amphibian. That means you can't say that they are only terrestrial or they are only aquatic. That means they need both the medium. Okay, they can survive in the both the mediums. In case of bryophyta, rhizoid, they have rhizoid instead of roots. ओके, हायर प्लांट्स में अगर आप देखोगे तो आपको रूट्स मिलेंगे प्लांट्स में, लेकिन ब्रायोफाइट्स में आपको रूट्स नहीं मिलेंगे. इंस्टेड ऑफ रूट्स ब्रायोफाइट्स हैव राइजोइड्स. ओके, देन स्टेम एक्सिस इंस्टेड ऑफ स्टेम. इनमें वेल डेवलप्ड स्टेम नहीं होता है जैसे हायर प्लांट्स में स्टेम होता है. दे हैव स्टेम एक्सिस. ओके, लीफी अपेंडेजेस इंस्टेड ऑफ लीव्स. प्रॉपर लीव्स ब्रायोफाइट्स में नहीं होते. यू विल फाइंड अ लिटिल अपेंडेजेस. ओके, लीफी अपेंडेजेस. इट्स नॉट फुल्ली डेवलप्ड इनटू द a complete leaf. Okay, so they don't have leaves. Instead of that they have leafy appendages. Okay, and bryophyta are mainly moss. Then let's come to the next category, that is pteridophyta. Pterido means feathery. जब आप इन प्लांट्स को देखते हैं ना तब आपको फीदर्स जैसे दिखाई पड़ेंगे. ठीक है, they all are terrestrial plants. आपको टेरिडोफाइटा कैटेगरी में आने वाले ऑर्गेनिजम्स या फिर प्लांट्स आपको पानी में नहीं मिलेंगे. यू वोंट फाइंड देम इन एक्वेटिक surroundings. Okay, so all the plants comes under pteridophyta category are mainly terrestrial plants. You can find them on the land only. Okay, when we talk about the pteridophyta, they have root, stem and leaves. Okay, so in case of cryptogams, the category pteridophyta plants have root, stem and leaves present. Okay, and the main plant comes under the pteridophyta category. Example of this category is fern. अगर आपने ferns देखोगे तो आपको वो जैसे फीदर होते हैं ना पक्षियों के, उस टाइप के आपको वो प्लांट्स दिखाई देंगे. They are like feathers. So this is how we can understand the cryptogams. Actually they are divided into thallophyta, bryophyta and pteridophyta. We have seen the different characteristics of these three categories of cryptogams. Now let's understand about the division one, that is thallophyta. Now in this particular slide we are going to learn in detail about thallophyta, which comes under cryptogams. Okay, so plants comes under thallophyta are mainly aquatic. Aquatic means they grow in water only. Okay, such as Chara, Alva and Spirogyra, as we have seen in the recent activity. So these plants are mainly grow in water, and that's why they are also called as aquatic. Do not have specific part like root, stem, leaves and flower. If you see these pictures, you cannot differentiate this plant into the root, stem and leaves, isn't it? So the plants comes under category division 1, that is thallophyta. They do not have parts like root, stem and leaves and flower as well. Okay, they are autotrophic due to the presence of chlorophyll. Okay, they are plants, so they have chlorophyll. Okay, and if they have chlorophyll, that means they can do the process of photosynthesis. That means they can produce their own food, and that's why they are autotrophic. They do not depend upon the other for their food. They can make their own. They are called algae. ओके, उनको क्या कहते हैं, अलगी कहते हैं, है ना, जैसे स्पाइरोगैरा, शैवाल, कारा, अलवा, दे ऑल आर algae. Okay, then they may be unicellular or multicellular. You will find the organisms comes under Thallophyta category or division are, they may be unicellular or multicellular. There are some examples of unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms as well. They may be microscopic or large. Organisms comes into this Thallophyta category. They may be microscopic, that means you cannot see with the naked eyes, or large, that means you can see with the naked eyes. Okay, some of these are found in the fresh water, whereas some of these are found in the saline water. आप अगर देखोगे तो दोनों टाइप के एटमॉस्फेयर में आपको ये मिल जाएंगे, आपको नदी के पानी में भी मिल जाएंगे, एंड इफ यू गो टू द सी शोर यू विल फाइंड दी algae there as well. So they can survive in the fresh water and the saline water as well. Then these plants have soft and the fiber like body. अगर आप शैवाल को उठा के लिए नदी में कभी आप कहीं किसी जाओगे तो आपको शैवाल मिलेगी, आप उसको उठा के अगर आप देखोगे तो you will find them a very soft. This division 1, that is Thallophyta, all the organisms are having soft and fiber like body. Okay, then various fungi, yeast and molds which do not have chlorophyll also included in this group. fungi में या फिर actually this the pronunciation may differ. Few people pronounce as fungi, few people pronounce it as a fungi. Okay, even you can find few people are pronounce it as a fungi. Okay, I would prefer fungi. Okay, so various fungi, yeast, molds which do not have chlorophyll. ऐसी फंगाई जिनमें क्लोरोफिल नहीं होता है, दे आर इंक्लूडेड इन दिस ग्रुप. वो क्या, उनको कहाँ पे इंक्लूड किया जाता है, डिवीजन 1 थैलोफाइटा में इंक्लूड किया जाता है. सो वेरियस फंगी, yeast and molds which do not have chlorophyll also included in this group. Okay, so mainly if you have a look again, they are mainly the aquatic, do not have root, stem, leaves and flowers. They are autotrophic because of the presence of chlorophyll. Okay, and they are algae. Okay, they may be unicellular or multicellular, they may be microscopic or large, they may be into the fresh water or saline water, isn't it? They have soft and fiber like body, and there are some fungi or molds who do not have chlorophyll are also included in this group. So this is the information about the Thallophyta division of cryptogams. Okay.